up the heat on my host and friend, Christopher Mad Dog Russo. So, Chris, I ask you this. Are the Diamondbacks now the favorite in your mind in this series? Again, they could have been up 2-0.
I would still favor Texas. I don't know what Vegas has. We should look at what Vegas is. I don't know what the number is in Vegas. I would still, those last two games at home should be at a little bit of an advantage. It's tight, and they could very well be up 2-0. I would think Texas is probably still a very slight favorite. That's a good question. I don't know where the money would lie. If you had to bet money on this, where would you go? Boy, that's a tricky one. I still might take Texas, but it's 50-50.
All right, well, BetMGM still has the Texas Rangers as the favorite.
What's the number?
They're at -130, the Rangers are, and the Diamondbacks are at +110.
That's a slight favorite. -130 is a slight favorite. Okay, go ahead.
All right, very good. Who goes deeper in tonight's game? Brandon Pfaadt, the rookie, or Max Scherzer, the future Hall of Famer?
That's a very good question. Scherzer pitched a game here, by the way, in the regular year. Mets beat Arizona. Mets came in Arizona this year. They won 6-7 against the Diamondbacks. And in July, they came in. Scherzer wasn't great. He went 6 innings, gave up 4 runs. The Mets ended up winning the game. I'd say Scherzer's he's due, I would think. I'll say Scherzer due for a decent performance.
Do you remember Scherzer as a Diamondback?
I do.
I don't.
Long time ago.
I don't remember that.
A long time ago.
All right. Well, Pfaadt has thrown 5 or more innings in 13 of his 23 appearances this year, but just once in the postseason so far. Scherzer has thrown 5 or more in 22 of 29 appearances this year, primarily with the Mets, but not yet in the postseason. I'm taking Brandon Pfaadt tonight. He's home. He's shown me something. He's had great poise. Until Merrill Kelly had his really good outing the second time in the NLCS, I thought Brandon Pfaadt was the best pitcher so far in the postseason for the Arizona Diamondbacks. He's pitched very well. He doesn't seem like the moment phases him. He lets the moment rise to him instead of him rising to the moment. I'm going to go with Brandon Pfaadt. I think that Scherzer will have a short leash tonight. More impressive postseason so far. Ketel Marte, who has an 18-game hitting streak in the postseason, which is a record, or Adolis Garcia, who just hits the ball out of the park. Really?
Garcia, absolutely. He's
Why
hit
is that?
1 million home runs. I mean, you'd have to say Garcia. His power's got more postseason home runs than anybody in the history of the sport in one postseason. You have to say Garcia. Big hits, killed Houston. He's been great from the day one. And Marte's a good player. He played on my team any day of the week. But when a guy's hitting home runs, I don't see. He hit a big 3-run homer in Game 5 in Houston. He had a huge Game 7. I have to say Garcia.
All right, Randy Arozarena actually has 10 postseason home runs, where Adolis Garcia only has 8 postseason home runs.
Oh, that's this year?
But the RBIs are impressive because he has 22 RBI in the postseason, which I believe is the most ever. Lee Simmons and Mark Matcham can check me on that. Marte, though, what I love is the fact that he's just so consistent. He's always going to give you a professional at-bat. He's always going to give you good defense. He can hit with power from both sides of the plate. I love what Adolis Garcia is doing, especially since he was DFA'd by the Cardinals, and then he was DFA'd by the Rangers. He did not clear waivers, or he did clear waivers, and then they took him back, and look at what Adolis Garcia has become for them. But I'm going to go with Ketel Marte just because of the consistency. All right, which struggling star needs to get going more, Marcus Semien or Christian Walker?
I think Walker does. Simeon's got Seager there. They have other ways to get some offense. I think Walker is going to have to hit. He hasn't done anything. He's got to make his impact in this World Series here. He hasn't made it in the postseason really at all. He hit the big home run against Lance Lynn, but he hasn't hit. Really has not been a factor in the last 2 rounds.
He has been playing very well defensively, though, so he hasn't taken it to the field.
He's here to hit. He's a first baseman.
I understand.
He's here to hit.
Normally, first basemen
he
are
has to
good
hit.
defenders. I get that.
So I will say, from a standpoint of, listen, Semien hasn't done much either. And he obviously made a big out in a line drive at the end of Game 5 in that 9th inning. But I think from a standpoint of what their team needs, Walker needs to get going.
I wonder if it is because Semien played in every single
162 games
for the Rangers in the regular season, 162. And I don't think Bruce Bochy is going to back off of where Semien is hitting in the order. I think he's just always going to be leadoff. But I wonder if perhaps he's kind of getting that fatigue going. Now, obviously, it's about playing well at the right time, but hopefully both Marcus Semien and Christian Walker get things going offensively. When we leave Arizona, what will the series be?
3-2 Texas.
3-2 Texas.
But I don't rule out Arizona. I did that once before. I'm not doing it again. I can't unretire twice.